Hi everyone. I'm Saman.
And I'm Sweekriti.
And you're watching
the Pregame Diaries.
Clink.
Disclaimer, we're talking about going out and having drinks, FYI. We only drink socially.
So please remember to drink responsibly, take care of yourselves, and don't forget to hydrate.
Dating life in the industry. These girls are spilling tea.
You're watching the Pregame Diaries with Saman and Sweekriti.
So guys, today's rendition of the Pregame Diaries is going to be called the Heartbreak Diaries. And it's going to be the long distance Bae edition. And today we're drinking what we would like to call the Heartbreakers. So let's cheers to that. Okay guys, so before we start, we're going to spill deep tea in this episode. We're really going to get vulnerable and open up to you guys. Honestly, I post a lot on the internet, but I feel like no one knows anything about me, which is why I feel like people will be excited about this podcast because they're actually going to get to know us. Did you ever see yourself being in a long distance relationship ever?
Hell no.
We both haven't really been in an official relationship before, but we thought we were headed there. We thought this was the one. We thought we were about to do our I thought I was getting a ring. I thought I was getting married. I thought I was getting children.
No, facts. Yeah.
And what I got is a big load of heartbreak.
What I got was a big load of heartbreak with the side of some trauma, you know?
No. And I feel like what hurt me the most about this and what I didn't realize that I was traumatized about, because I wouldn't have considered this to be a traumatizing event, even though it quite literally was, but I feel like what's so traumatizing about this is that everyone who has ever met me just loves me because they think that I'm authentic. Like, I'm authentically myself at all times. Everyone says it, like I'm the most authentic person
you literally are,
they've ever met. So for them to be the first, and it's someone that I deeply am in love with and just care about, to say that they felt like I showed my true colors when I came back here and that they don't perceive me as this good person. And I feel like that has been the biggest shock that I feel like I've ever experienced in my entire life, because no one has ever said that to me. And I don't give a fuck if it will come from someone that I don't care about, but to come from someone that I deeply care about, I feel like that shook me to my core. So I did just go through a phase where I wasn't really talking to anyone because I feel like I was realizing I was traumatized about that, because it's like, am I even a good person? Am I should I even, I just questioned every single thing about myself.
I went through that, not during this breakup, but from over, it was 2 years ago. The ex, the crazy ex, when I ended the relationship with him, that was the lowest I've ever felt about myself. I mean, this can be another story time for another time. But the whole situation, it made me feel like I was the bad guy, even though I wasn't. I don't think you're definitely not.
I don't think I'm the bad guy at all.
And it really hurts me to see you feel that way by yourself, because you are one of the most authentic people I have ever, no, seriously, I've ever met in my entire life. And
no, stop. I'm we're giving Cynthia Ariana.
I do love you though.
No, same.
Aww. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, but you are the most authentic person I've ever met. And you deserve someone that accepts all side of you.
Yeah.
That's the thing though, in relationships, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Quote from the Bald Man, actually.
He was going
This is why I fell in love with him, because he would text me these things I thought I was being accepted, but that was, whatever, but he would text me he was a terrible person, by the way, but he did eat with one thing where he was
you ate that little one.
You did eat that little one where he was he's you know what, I accept you wholeheartedly, the good, the bad, and the ugly. When he said that, I'm you think I'm ugly? But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, Baes, you're not a bad person.
Yeah.
If that gives you more reassurance.
No, it's like I know that.
But with someone you care about.
Yeah, it's just so hard.
It's really hard.
And I feel like I have issues. I don't like when people are mad at me or because I don't really feel like I do anything to make people. No, I feel like I'm fine.
Anyways.
But yeah, it was just a very hard thing and I feel like this heartbreak, because I've been through a heartbreak before, but it's like the first person I thought I went through a heartbreak with.
No, you look back.
I didn't even like that person at all. I thought I loved them because they were damaged, and I don't know why. Everyone goes through an era where they love a damaged person, but I didn't like them at all. But this person I liked and I loved, and I feel like this heartbreak sort of changed me on a cellular level. Like when I tell you I feel it. I feel like I'm fine now, for now, but I feel it through every cell of my body. And it's just something I've never felt before. Like, I literally changed. I don't feel like obviously I changed for the better, but I changed a lot about myself to be better for this person. I do think it was necessary and needed because I did need to get my life together. But yeah. And I did. And I was trying to tell them that so bad. I'm like, look at me. I'm better now. Accept me. Like, and I'm like, I don't feel like you even need to do that. And I feel like we were gonna reconcile, right? And obviously I fucked it up by crashing out. But I feel like that was necessary because obviously we were gonna be in a connection again. We were gonna be friends again. But I feel like that was necessary because in that they expressed to me that they don't want anything romantic with me. And in my brain I was like, okay, we're gonna get back together. And literally I'm gonna read these fucking texts because I would, this is not the first crash out, but they would always express that they're not ready to talk to me, and then they would literally talk to me. Like, they will respond to my message, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Some people just be like hypocrites, but...
But, yeah, so we would go through this phase when we followed and unfollowed each other, and then we followed each other again, and I sent them a message. I was like, I love you, and I do see a future with us. I do agree the timing wasn't right, because that was something that they felt as well. Mind you, the timing was right. Like, everything aligned to make sense to this. But I said... They responded that they don't feel the same way at the moment. I'm like, why would you add at the moment if that's not something that... Like, I was literally reading into everything, and I'm also not ready to talk. Hope you are safe and healthy, blah, blah, blah. I said, I understand that you're not ready to talk, which is why I stated that you can feel free to respond when you are. Obviously, I was being an annoying bitch, but it's like, why are you even responding? And they would continue to respond... And I was blah, blah, blah. And they responded like, I don't think I see a future together. I don't know how to feel right now. Why would you even say that? I'm like, me reading it, like, am I crazy? I'm like, does that not seem like, why would you say, I don't know how to feel right now at the moment? All these things. It's like, you don't need to include that. If you don't want a connection or don't want to be with me, just say that. It's like, quite literally, just say that. So I was like,
it gives like placeholder, you know? Where it's like, I wouldn't want to feel like a placeholder where...
It's like, you're so angry at me right now, like, and you're waiting till you're not angry at me.
It's like, you shouldn't be waiting for something.
Yeah, I'm like, so it was just so stupid. And I feel like I don't feel that way now. Like, I feel like I'm fine, but they will respond to every single message and then turn around and say that they're not ready, and they'll apologize. They'll be like, oh yeah, I did say I wasn't ready. I'm so sorry for responding, all this stuff. And then when in that last crash out, they literally... They were like, mind you, I crashed the fuck out and they still were willing to be friends with me, which is literally insane.
No, I know.
I'm like, they were like, I feel like we need just a little bit more time before we can be friends again, because I feel like you still have romantic feelings for me. I personally
don't think you can be friends with someone
That's
you are
what
romantically involved with, because, okay, first of all, especially if you like dated guys, why would I want to be friends with you?
They were like,
when I hold my friends to a higher standard, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've done stuff to me that my friends wouldn't do, so why would I be friends with you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, part of me sat there and was like, why would we be friends again? We literally planned our own whole future together. We named our children. You literally said
that.
well, I'm like, does that make sense to be friends again? So
no, like,
I was sitting literally in this bed while I was responding to those messages.
I'm side-eyeing.
And I was like, I said that. I was like,
I'm side-eyeing Matt right now.
I was like,
I don't like when people do that.
I don't think we can be friends.
No one,
like,
we can't be friends. Like, that's just weird. And
we
it gives
literally
placeholder
planned
vibes.
a whole future
It gives
together.
placeholder vibes, yeah.
And they kept saying, I really wanted to have a connection again because I miss my friendship with you. I'm like, we didn't have a friendship. We had a romantic connection the whole time. Like, there was no friendship. What do you miss? It's like, they don't know what they want. I feel like they want to hate me. I feel like I'm very hard to hate.
Yeah.
I am very, very hard to hate. And I
why
feel
would
like,
you?
Yeah. I feel like they want to hate me so bad, but there's literally, I feel like at this point, there's no reason to hate me. I don't feel like I literally, I got an outside perspective from it, and they were like, you quite literally didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
all you said was that you wanted to slow down the
honest?
connection.
Hearing everything, I don't really think you did anything wrong. I think you were just being honest.
I was being honest, because I'm always honest.
But the thing that pisses me off the most is someone telling you, like, you're childish. Because that pisses me off, because I've always been very sensitive growing up. So whenever anyone says that to me, it just pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I was like, I feel like I don't like that.
I think you're in the wrong, and it makes me, like, really sad.
Yeah.
That I feel like you've had such, like, a weight about this on you, even though the weight wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on you.
And I feel like the worst part of this all is that I feel like everything could have been solved if it was an in-person connection.
Yeah.
We could have had a conversation in person and things would have been cleared up so fast. Like, all of this would not have happened if it wasn't long distance.
No,
like, we could have we've had, like, obviously things aren't perfect. It would have just been a conversation and it would have been cleared out. But all of this got dragged out. I was in Africa living the worst. Like, imagine being heartbroken, bitten by 1,000 mosquitoes, beefing with your mother, just going through all of this shit. It was just really a hard time for me.
I think that's also something that I've learned is you need someone that can understand your background.
Yeah.
And, like, your family dynamics and stuff, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you're from and all of that.
And speaking of that, what this connection also taught me is that obviously I'm not perfect. Like, I have never seen a good relationship. Like, my parents, that was an arranged marriage. Like, I will go through my lore in another episode, but I've never seen a relationship. I've never been in a relationship. I've never seen a healthy connection. So you can't really blame me for not knowing how to. And it's like, I'm trying. Like, obviously I'm going to get in a healthy connection one day, but I've never had an example
also, everyone
of it.
comes with traumas.
Everyone comes with traumas,
The thing is, here's the thing. Oh my god, and this is something the Ballman would say to me that got me. You know what he would say?
What?
He'll be like, whenever there's a conflict, it's not me against you. It's us against the world.
His age is showing. His age is showing.
I mean, he kind of ate with that one too.
No, these one-liners, like, what the fuck are you?
No, he's
cutting it up.
Look, he kind of needs a podcast.
No, like, we need them to make a podcast against us.
He would eat the podcast. No, but like, but the point is, like, it's true though. Like, it's whenever there's like a conflict or situation like that, it's not you versus them. It's like you're supposed to work through it together.
I agree.
Which leads me, should I go through my crash out moment?
Yeah.
It's time.
No, this is the most astronomically like insane, but iconic crash out that has ever crashed.
Anyways, I'm talking it now, and
everyone take a drink.
But anyways, so it's a few months down the road. Still very anxious, whatever. It is what it is. But it's October at this point.
Our birthday.
At this point, I haven't seen him in 4 months.
Oh, we are born 3 days apart in different years, but yeah.
Anyways, it's October. So October, it's our birthday month.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's October. So at this point, I haven't seen this man in 4 months. But he's in the city though. He's in the city. And he's in town, and he's actually going to be in town for the entire month of October. Like, what? That's crazy, because it's my birthday month. It's our birthday month. Yay. And for the first time. So my birthday's in October. So is Saman's. When's your birthday? October 14th. I'm 11. October 11th. And for the first time, I wanted to, like, host a little something, like a whole event. So I was planning since August. So it was like 2 months in the making basically. And I was just trying to plot and plan. You know what's funny? I was like thinking earlier, what did I do during the month of August? And I realized I was just trying to plan this. But yeah, I was trying to plan a birthday party for myself.
Extravaganza.
Because why not? You know, you only turn 24 once.
No, literally.
And I've never really like done something like that. So I wanted to do that for myself. Anyways, and he knew everything. He was actually in the event planning business himself.
Entrepreneur.
So he knew all the details and he would like help me out and give me advice, whatever. So it's October and he's in town now, and then we go on our date, and I haven't seen him in like months, so it was like kind of emotional. But yeah, and then we had brunch, and I already had found a venue for my birthday party. It was at a bar in my neighborhood.
It was giving a single mom who works 2 jobs.
Yes, I paid for that myself. So my birthday party, I did everything by myself. I'm taking all the credit. We're gonna get into that next time, but I know what you're gonna say. We'll get into that. I feel like we need an episode about just my birthday party.
Yeah, that was like crazy night.
Should that be the next one? Sweekriti's birthday party.
Pregame Diaries.
And then we'll do one for you. Because I wasn't there and I need to know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. But anyways, my birthday party. Yeah, so I was planning it for months, whatever. But yeah, and then we had a little brunch. I picked up my dress from work that I was going to wear to my birthday party. Which
Mind you, I feel like you're forgetting that he introduced you. Did they come in?
No.
Okay, good. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so during this time was when he wanted to. So during this time, he was like, I want you to meet my family. Like, I want you to meet them. And he had like nieces, so he was like, I want you to like.
Like he was going on a Fan Bam World Tour.
No,
like,
facts.
Extravaganza.
Anyway, so yeah, at this point, this was like a week before my birthday party around. And so yeah, and I wanted to go to the bar just one more time because I was going out of town on my actual birthday, just to kind of plot and see where I can decorate, the decor, talk to the bartenders, blah blah. So, and I brought him along with me, and I actually had so I gave him a list of responsibilities for my birthday party because my only job for my birthday party
is to show up.
Should be to show up, to look pretty, and then
and turn up. Like
and turn up. And literally for weeks prior, I had given him a list of responsibilities, and it was like literally getting the decorations ready, taking everything down, setting everything up, making sure I get home safe, making sure I get drinks all night, like, you know, it's all on you.
So
making
easy.
sure everything goes smoothly.
Like,
but the emphasis on he knew what the responsibilities were, and he agreed to it.
As he does. As he does.
He's Mr. Agreeable over here.
Mr. Agreeable.
And we're at the bar, right? And this is the most funniest part. He's over there scaling and sizing everything up. He's walking around the bar like, we should hang up the banner here. We should put the balloons over there. This is where your friend can set up her tarot card readings. Like, yeah, he was walking around plotting and everything. And I'm out there being like, oh, I got a man to plot everything for me now. Like, you know, I don't gotta worry about the details. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, it was a good time, and I was feeling so confident and happy because I'm like, oh my god, like, he's in town for a whole month during my birthday month. Like, this would have been the best month of my life. I'm planning a birthday party, which is going to be old Hollywood themed. I'm going to wear this glamorous sequence dress. It was called Sweek's Gala. It was like an old Hollywood themed gala vibes. Everyone was going to show up in gowns, and everyone was going to serve, and it was just going to be a cute vibe. Okay, I had the vision right to the T. And it was fun. It was a good time. And I served. My look went crazy.
Beautiful.
And now, it's a week later. October 18th. This is the day.
Gala.
This is the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
This is the day of Sweek's Gala, my birthday party. So my cousin was in town, actually, for this week. So the morning of, I had to drop her off at Port Authority, you know. We had to take the bus back home. And before I dropped her off, I called him just to make sure, like, he knew what the plans for today was. Because I was like, okay, my party starts at 9 p.m. It starts at, like, 9:30. We're going to get there at 9 p.m. You're going to come to my apartment around 7. Just so I needed, like, some last-minute supplies like decorations and shit and like last minute stuff. And I also needed a hand because I had balloons and I had everything on me that obviously needed help to bring it over to the venue, obviously. And he already knew that. It was literally his job. And obviously, like, it's my birthday, and I'm stressed out because I've never, like, hosted
Birthdays
anything.
Are the most stressful.
I've never hosted anything like that. So I was a little snappy on the phone with him, but I wasn't, I was just, like, being strict. I was anxious that he was going to disappoint me. Which,
I feel like the body knows.
The body knows.
The body knows.
Fast forward, I'm all ready. I'm literally all ready, and I'm wearing a gorgeous gown. I have my makeup done. Like, I'm giving glamour, okay?
Oh, it's Hollywood.
And it's 7 p.m. He's not here. And I start calling him, texting him. Oh, what's your ETA? Oh, when are you gonna get here? No response. It's 8 p.m. And at this point, I'm like, oh, no. If he's really gonna, like, ghost me on the day of my birthday party, that would be crazy. Once it's 8 p.m., I'm like, okay, let me just wait a little bit. Once it's like 8:30, I'm like, no. So I called some of my friends over. I am thankful for that though, because I'm like, at least they came over and they got me some last minute balloons and decorations, and they did help me get to the venue and set everything up. But essentially, he basically had ghosted me. And that was really shitty. And I am really proud of myself, though.
I'm honestly really proud of you
so
as
proud of
well.
myself because, like, there was one moment where I started to cry, but immediately I just looked down. So the tears go straight to the floor so it doesn't ruin my makeup.
That's what I should
And I still lock in. Because I'm like, you know what?
It's your party.
This
you
man,
worked so hard
this
for
man
it.
may have not shown up today, but you know who did? All of my friends. All of my friends that love me and actually care about me showed up. So I need to show the fuck up and show them a good time. And we did. And I did. And besides that, I feel like if no one knew what happened, you wouldn't have even noticed. We'll get to that.
Yeah. The way I'm riled up right now.
I'm so riled up.
Yeah.
But, like, that's what I'm most proud of. Because
honestly, I will say, I'm really,
from
like,
your
when
point
I tell
of view,
you,
I had a good time.
Because honestly, I didn't even know about the situation until someone else told me. And the thing is, I look back at that night, and obviously I didn't want you to be sad or anything, but it wasn't even you that kept consistently talking about the situation or reminding it. It was another person, which I'm not going to get into, but you literally showed up, showed out, had fun while you're obviously crashing out inside over something that someone else did. To be fair, though,
in that moment, mentally, I actually wasn't.
Yeah, I literally was not. We literally went to that party. We went to an after party. We went somewhere after that. We had a sleepover. Like, no crash outs. It was that was your day. That he did not steal your day, and I feel like that was you won. Like, he did not steal your day.
See, that's when I knew what he was trying to do. See, that was a moment. Where I was like, oh, you're a narcissist.
Because he's been doing that since the jump.
Exactly.
He gets you hyped up. He makes it seem like he's going to be there for you. And then as soon as he has to, he's not.
But it's okay. That's when I realized, the moment I realized, oh my god, he's actually trying to ruin my day. I didn't let that happen. Yeah. Because I knew what he was trying to do. I knew that he was trying to ruin my fucking birthday. I knew he wanted to do that to me.
And you were already 1 foot out the door. Like, you knew you knew it already. You knew. Your body knew as well. That's why you were anxious.
The most saddest thing is I thought he, like, got into a car crash and, like...
No, she literally thought he died. She kept sitting... We're in this very bed. She's like, Saman, but I think he's not okay. Like, I'm like, I promise... I'm like, Sweekriti, look at me.
Because everything was going so well that in my mind, I would have never guessed he would have done
manipulators
anything
do.
like
He
that.
wanted, and he knows you. You guys literally on your first date. He knows you. He got to know who you were and literally used that as a weapon.
Weaknesses.
Like, you use your weaknesses as a weapon.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that I feel like the universe teaches us certain things for a reason. You will never let this happen to you again, and your future partner will not be like this at all.
I don't think so.
You literally learned this and went through this.
Say that again.
You literally went through narcissist.
I did.
Narcissist 101. 102. You went through 401 actually. 402.
Just when I thought I didn't have any more narcissists in my life.
Like the universe knocked
boom.
them out in one fell swoop. Goodbye, sayonara, hasta luego.
I think that was sad because I genuinely thought something bad happened to him. But then the next morning,
She genuinely did.
So we had a sleepover, and the next day, that's when we tried calling him again, and that's when someone was like, Sweekriti, I think he blocked you.
Yeah, because I called him on my phone. Because you know when someone blocks you, it automatically is like...
Goes to voicemail.
Boom, 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 boom. I called him on my phone.
So I found out the next day that I was actually blocked. Not only on the number, like the messages, like my phone number, but also like on Instagram. So that's when I was like, oh, cool. And see, that I just know it's not good, and it's like super manipulative because my other ex would do that. He would like block me and unblock me randomly.
But the thing about that other ex is y'all were around the same age. This is a grown ass fucking man.
That's my thing. Like, you're about to be 30.
You're balding. You're not even a grown man. You're the grownest man. Like,
babes, you're not even balding. You're already bald.
Like, you're bald. Clean. Mr. Clean. Squeak, squeak. Like, you are bald. You are the grownest man. Your frontal lobe has developed. Your hair has gone.
So, anyways, no, but since that, he's been blocked. I'm never gonna reach out to him ever again. Like, it's dead. Like, there's no way.
Like,
so... That's it. But the one thing I want to point out is this is the biggest lesson. I already knew this, but just in case anyone's listening and this ever happens to you, but you're right. If someone you're like exclusive with, like you're literally dating, and they just randomly block you or ghost you, it's called stonewalling. It's literally a manipulation technique. They're doing that as a way to, as a controlling factor. They want to control you and manipulate you. So they do that, and they want you to crash out. They're doing that because they know it's going to make it crazy, and they're going to use your reaction against you. So when that happened, I knew what he was doing. I'm well aware of some of the manipulation techniques and stuff.
Say the therapy thing.
What therapy thing?
He told her...
Oh! The most funniest thing was this, like, okay, when I first met him, this is also why I thought this man was going to be so good for me, because I thought he was healed. I thought his issues went bye-bye with scooching a little bit more. Because he told me he went to therapy. So I'm out here thinking, oh my god, this man went to therapy. Like, he must be, like, educated. He must be self-aware. Then later he tells me that he went to therapy when he was 13 years old. And I'm like, that is not the same. Going to therapy when you're in middle school is not the same as going to therapy when you're an adult. And the fact that he tried to... Anyways...
This is not 13 going on 30 now. Like, you went one, you went a few times, and he only went once, right?
I don't fucking know.
Oh my god.
I don't fucking know. He had a lot of trauma. He probably went more than once.
Men are crazy.
The only good... that scared the fuck out of me. The only good thing that came out of that relationship was he gave me a digital camera. And you know what?
We like that camera.
And we love that camera.
Yeah.
That was
but
the
again,
only good thing.
hand me down.
Yeah, that was like his old ass camera. He didn't even give me a new one, but you know what? It is what it is.
Fire. But golly, what a liar. What a manipulator. What a narcissist. Yeah. Like...
No, like, generally. And it's funny because I was like, I think for narcissists, he's like, I'm not a narcissist, my dad is. I'm like, well, I guess the apple...
Issues. I think the apple's rotten right on the corner from all the things that happen. Like, come on.
Yeah, let me just go over my notes to make sure I'm not missing anything, but I think that was it.
Yeah, I'm like, let me go over my notes too.
The question being, wait, you need to ask me this question.
Would you reconcile with this person?
Fuck no. No.
If you do, I would literally beat you up. Like,
girl, ew, you don't even have to worry about that.
I'm over 30 in a mental
I'm just
hospital.
gonna say something. I might be down bad sometimes, but at the end of the day, I still have respect. I have self-respect, and I still have love for myself, where once I realize what the situation is, I will walk away.
Yeah.
I have no problem walking away and not talking to you ever again.
Yeah.
That's why I love being a Libra. I do get attached, but once I'm detached, baby, I'm gone. You're never gonna
I feel like
you're never gonna find me.
You ate the
I've never once have gone back to someone I've ended things with.
Mm-hmm.
One time, but that didn't count. It was a situationship, so it was open-ended.
Yeah.
But what have I learned? Number one thing is to trust my intuition and my instinct. Because there were times where I felt like something was off and he was being shady, and I would ask him questions about it, but he was such a good liar that I feel like anything I would like try to grill him on, he would just come up with a story on the spot. That's another thing I realized, that it's actually a manipulation technique. But I thought this was him being a Gemini. I would ask him yes or no questions. Mm-hmm. You could ask him anything, yes or no. He would never be able to answer yes or no. He would talk.
That is a manipulation technique.
He would talk for like 5 minutes.
It's a yes or no question. Say yes or
like
fuck no.
Like he would twist around. It's like a fucking roller coaster, right?
And that distracts you from what the question is.
And
in the
whole
place.
point of that is to confuse you. Mm-hmm. It's to confuse you so you forget what the conversation was actually about. Yeah. So I noticed he did that a lot. I would also no long distance. I'm already too delusional for that, and I would never do that ever again. Like, I need you to be right next to me at all times.
Yes.
Another thing is I was already aware of manipulation stuff from like my past experiences, but these were just new ones, new techniques. And one of the things that I learned I need to be more careful on is just love bombing. Because when someone love bombs you and is obsessed with you in the beginning, it does feel nice because you're like, well, like, as you should.
Yeah, I feel
Why
like...
shouldn't you be obsessed with you?
There's always a honeymoon phase, but...
But it has to be natural. So from now on, I think I can only date someone if I have, like, more of a friendship
And
first.
if you feel calm around them. Yeah. Butterflies are... No.
Yeah.
It's a no for butterflies. That's anxiety.
And also to focus more on actions than words. Because all he did was just talk, and make false promises. But what I need to focus on is the actions. But that is it for me. But it was pretty crazy. And you know what? I survived.
You did.
I fucking survived.
And look at you now.
And I'm proud of myself because I guess it's a good or bad thing. But once things ended, like once we were done, after my birthday party situation, I only cried over him 3 times. And that was it. Which is crazy because I'm like the most emotional crybaby ever. Like I'm a Pisces moon. Which is great.
But I feel like you already had one foot out the door. Like
I did. And it's also because I cried so much during the relationship.
Yep.
So
no more tears.
What Ariana Grande said.
Yeah. Honestly, fuck him.
Yeah. He'll get his karma. I'm sure he's experiencing his karma.
He's balding even more. There's no more to bald.
The balding started from the head and it's slowly making its way down.
I needed to go here.
It's making its way down, actually.
Yeah. Life is amazing.
But I'm proud of myself for getting over that hump. That was a lot. I think anyone that was literally ghosted on your birthday party from someone you thought was literally the love of your life is really devastating.
That's literally trauma. Like...
Oh, I'm definitely traumatized.
Yeah.
But lesson learned.
You live and you learn. You do.
Yeah.
And again, we are being vulnerable and raw, so here it is. So we're laid all out.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. No, ask me the question.
To better things.
Yes.
So, do you see yourself ever engaging with this person or reconciling with them?
So, right after our last conversation, it ended. They said that they don't think that we should talk anymore because I expressed that I don't think we can be friends if we plan a family together.
We can't be friends.
Yeah, and I said, oh, they also said that I disrespected them a lot because I crossed their boundaries, like with them not being ready to talk, but I would talk, but they would respond to me. Sorry, I'm getting a little sassy. Yeah. So, yeah, they felt like we should stop talking. And I was like, okay, that's fine with me. If you need to block me because I keep crossing your boundaries, feel free to do that. It'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. And then I crashed out after and I was like, what really sucks is that I thought you were my person. Like, I wouldn't say we were each other's people, but, like, I thought you were my person. We literally, like, I still see, when I think of my future, who I'm going to be with, who I'm going to have children with, it's still with you. And the fact that you can just let that go, like, it's so crazy to me because they literally told their mother, would you be willing to move to Ivory Coast? You told your mother you were going to move across continents for me. You were going to do all these things, and then in an instant, that just, like, it doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, even when they say that they don't want anything romantic, I know that they're lying. Like, it's a lie. maybe call me delusional. If you're watching, you can think I'm fucking insane or delusional, but again, I'm intuitive.
I hope our target audience are delusional. Okay, that's our target audience. Our delusional girlies just like us.
I'm intuitive. I know that you're lying.
Yeah, you really
I feel like it's just really insane. But yeah, I gave them the opportunity to block me. To this day, I'm still not blocked on any platform.
That's good.
No, but that's not good.
Oh.
Because my thing with people is, if you really have a problem...
Oh, you feel like not blocking someone is like leaving like an open door.
Yes, they're leaving the door open. I have a feeling that we are going to reconnect.
I think so.
Because they, like, literally I crash out on them, they still wanted a connection, which is insane to me.
To be fair,
that's
though,
like, what is the problem?
I have done that. Well, I'm least likely to block someone.
Mm-hmm. But I keep disrespecting them. I keep crossing their boundaries.
So you're like, why are you not standing on business?
Yeah. You literally, while I was sorry, I'm not going to quote. I'm like, I'm scared. I'm like, are you watching that? It's like, you said you're not ready to talk. I told you, you can feel free to message like when you are ready to talk, and you're responding literally in 2 seconds.
You're kind of just like, just rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, I'm like, block me.
Like, you feel like you're in a limbo.
I'm like, my thing is, and I've been through situations like this before, not romantically, but it's like, is there really a problem? Because you would have blocked me personally. So many people are blocked right now. My last situationship blocked. Everyone's blocked.
I will defend that because I personally have only blocked people once I've come to the conclusion that they're like really narcissistic and have no empathy for me.
Yeah.
But there have been times where I do have falling out with people, like friends and whatnot. But I've never blocked them. So I might have to take that stance.
No. I'm like, to me it's just no, like
the only people I blocked is my crazy ex.
But well, I wouldn't say I'm a crazy ex, but that's
an ex-friend.
How they're making me out to be. And it's like, you think I, like, just block me. It's really not that hard. I'm not blocked on anything. I can, if I wanted to send them a text right now, I could send them a text, which is what they don't want, which makes no sense to me. But anyways, yeah, that's besides that. But I said, for now, I think I'm open to a friendship because I do miss them. And I think the feeling is mutual. Like, I literally crash out on you 1,000 times and you still want a connection with me. I said, I do think we need space for our connection to grow and to get to know and understand each other better. And I have a strong feeling that we will reconcile. Things are a bit rough right now. Our last conversation was very harsh, but I do think it was necessary because if we would have went into a friendship, I would have thought, oh, we're gonna get back together, like we're just being friends for now, but we're gonna get back together. And that was not a realistic way to think. So I think the universe was just like, bitch, wake the fuck up.
I think the universe knows what's up.
Happened. And I'm like, realistically, do you think you can be friends with someone you planned your whole life with?
No.
And then it, like, I'm like, that doesn't even seem realistic. But I really like who they are as a person. I think they're probably one of the most special people I've ever met. Like, everything they do, I like them. One thing I really connected, I forgot to say that. I really like them because I have problems making decisions. We're Libras, like, we're very, very, very indecisive, and they were very decisive. They know exactly what they like. They know exactly what they want, and that was attractive to me.
For me personally, what I want in a man, like, I don't want to think. Not that I can't make my own decisions, but, like, if we're going on a date, just plan everything. You know, just do everything.
But I feel like it wasn't even that. It's like they knew.
They helped you be. I feel like it kind of helps with confidence too, because then you're more decisive and you're more like.
Yeah, but I don't think it even had anything to do with me. I just liked that they knew what they liked.
And they knew,
Yeah, I feel like that was just very attractive to me, and I just thought they were very special. I still think they were very special. And obviously I apologized so many times, but I feel like, again, because of that distance, you can't really feel the apology. And again, they don't know all the work that I've been doing for myself. Literally, again, all this change I've been making is because I reflect. Because I don't think, even though the words they told me were not necessarily okay, I do think that it was like a wake-up call, and I took, like, not saying that I sat here and changed my whole life because, oh, I thought we were gonna get back together or things like that. It's because I actually took the constructive criticism And now I'm better because of it. Like, so I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the experience we had together. Again, that week was literally the best week of my life. And I feel like I've never felt love like that. But I feel like everything got so tainted because of everything that happened after. Like, even them, like, you can read our text messages right now. They're like, oh, I really had a good time with you. I'm like, okay. But yeah, I feel like long distance makes everything hard, and I feel like if we were literally to sit and have a conversation in person,
9 out of 10 long distance relationships don't work.
Please. But the thing is, all their friends are in long distance connections and have been for years. So I think that's why they were open to it as well.
Maybe they're all just avoidance.
But yeah, I do think that. Yeah, but I feel like at this point, I don't think I'm ready to be in a relationship or to date anyone, but I do think I'm ready to move on from the situation and to get for what it is. Because I feel like for the last few months, I've replayed literally the same situation over and over to see what I could have did differently. But it's like, I already did. It already has happened. There's nothing I can do. I've tried. Again, I changed. Yeah. I expressed that. I communicated. It didn't work. Even when we were so close to reconciliation, literally this close, everything that I thought I wanted, it still did not work. And that is something that I can accept. Do I still love them? Yes, I do still love them. And I feel like that's okay. I'm always going to have love for this person. I do think it will be hard for me because I feel like I've been through heartbreak, but I always had an open heart after, but I do think my heart is a little bit more closed now. Like, I have not dated. I did, like, talk to a situationship a little bit after them, and that was it. That was the last romantic interaction I've had with someone in a very, very, we're
both just in our little single
very
era.
long time, and I don't foresee myself having an interaction, a romantic happen. And
I feel like things happen when you least expect it. So
I literally
feel like one day I'm gonna be sitting around like not expecting anything, and then my husband's gonna walk through the door. But I'm also delusional. So
no, but that's how things happen. That's literally how I met them. I didn't expect to be anything with them. And yeah, I just feel like I learned a lot about myself, and right now I'm in an era where I'm just so self-focused. Like, obviously, I changed. A lot of good changes happened into my life in the next few months, and obviously you guys are going to watch it all unfold on the podcast, my social media. A lot of good changes are coming in that I'm very excited about, and that's one thing I will say that they did not eat up, because they thought I did not have my life together. I'm like, if anyone knows me, I make things happen. I can make something from nothing, and that's what I did. I'm like, in the months after our connection, I got in Vogue, I got in Days, I got my, like, literally just the most insane things that would never happen to anyone else have happened to me. I'm like, I have my shit together, I know who I am, so I can't let someone take that away from me. And that's what I took from this situation. So yes, I do think that we will be friends. I feel like I know for a fact that we will have some sort of relationship in the future, friendship, whatever it will be. And that's okay. I feel like it will be healing, and I feel like this episode was very healing for me because I feel like I could not talk to anyone about this situation. The one person I really tried to deep dive this situation with just did not listen to me because they were trying to prove a point that was not proven because it's not true, and in their mind they think I did something that was not true. So they just did not listen to me. They were waiting for me to maybe provide evidence of what I did was true, and again, it was not true, and it's been told to that person many times. So I feel like after that it just made me want to shut down, not express this to anyone. And again, I still hold them in a good light, so I don't want people to make me paint them in a bad light. So it's been very hard for me to talk about. But I do think this episode was very therapeutic, and
it was giving.
I used them for content, and I guess maybe they were right because this is going on the internet for a lot of people to see. I apologize in advance, but yeah, that's all I have to say.
On the other hand, don't give a fuck. You traumatized me, I'm dishing it out.
Yeah, I'm like, that's it. Like, you literally Googled Armor Girl and saw me on the internet. You thought I was like...
Maybe it's giving projection.
Yeah, I feel like I hate getting because I don't project. I really don't.
But I do think it's time to wrap things up because I feel like we've been yapping for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And we have been.
This will be a part 1 and part 2.
I fear it might be.
Yeah, that's not what I had in mind.
That's not why I didn't realize we had a lot to say.
Yeah.
But I feel like, is there any last minute thoughts?
Would you do a long distance? No. I mean, I feel like...
No, we've answered that question. No. There's no who knows. No one's, I would beat you up.
Who knows? Life is life.
But yeah, my last thoughts is just, take this as a lesson.
Don't be like
we're out here experiencing shit, so you don't,
Yeah.
And definitely look out for manipulative people because they be everywhere. And that's
They
like
do.
a lesson that I've had to bring into this new year was just to kind of take note and and just have stronger boundaries. And it is hard though because it's like it's not my fault that someone was evil and manipulated me, but
that doesn't have anything to do with you.
But like you still feel like there's something wrong with you,
Yeah.
Even though there's something wrong. But anyways, that's besides the point.
Yeah.
But no, I'm like obsessed with this new era though, because like there's no one in my life to stress me out.
Yeah.
No toxic people, and all my energy has just. I feel like I just pulled all my energy back. And
calling your energy back,
good.
That's very, very important.
That's the theme
we
for
call
this
our
year.
energy back.
That's the theme for
it
this year.
It is the theme
to
for
call
this
your
year.
energy
This is
back.
the year of you, the year of me. Like.
But I think that's all.
Yeah, I think that's all. Thank you
all for today.
so much for watching, guys.
Us just trauma dumping.
Yeah, I'm like, I cried. I have a headache now from crying, but I feel like this was needed. I'm ready to be vulnerable on the internet.
I'm surprised I didn't cry.
And I see this going far, and I'm glad you guys are a part of this journey.
Yeah, and I hope y'all can relate or take notes or lessons, whatever.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
Signing off. This was the Pregame Diaries.
Cheers.
There's no cheers because I'm out of my glass, but that is all for today. So yeah.
Bye everyone. See you for the next episode next week. What will it be? Who knows?
It'll be a part 3 of this. It's about to be part 50.
No, yeah, because we've been through
who the fuck did I marry?
And if you're watching, this is your tape.
Disclaimer. While we love sharing our stories about going out and having fun, we always encourage you to drink responsibly.
Know your limits, stay safe, and never drink and drive. If you or someone you know needs support,
you can visit rethinkdrinking.niaa.nih.gov or contact a national helpline at 1-800-662-HELP for confidential support.
take care of yourselves and each other.